Rabbi Tariq, and he will open for Eastern Bank PLC. On the other hand, Didar Imran and Shaun Khandokar, the two opening batters from the side. Didar Imran, excellent cricketer, and he played first division cricket as well, and he's the experienced campaigner from the side. Eastern Bank PLC, a mutual trust bank rather. Rabbi Tariq, here we go. The game is on here. Just softly played into the offside, straight to the fielder. Rabbi Tariq Pabon bowled quite a few good overs so far in his previous games. Didar Imran, he is on strike. On the other hand, Shaun Khandokar into the non-striking end. No slip in position. Driven nicely. And a single taken from wideish mid-off. Off the mark, Didar Imran. And MTB as well. Shaun Khandokar, he will face Rabbi Tariq for the first time in this match. Both the batters, they need to utilize the power play because two fielders outside the 30-yard circle. So you have to maximize your score as much as possible in this power play. It's very much important for Mutual Trust Bank. Oh, that's a good delivery, good length, outside of the off, and just to leave the delivery with like a test fashion. It's very early morning, so batters are just trying to settle down in the crease. That's why. Oh, this time just a little bit in swing. Batsman tried to play front square of the wicket, but an extra bit of swing sent it away behind square. Meanwhile, single taken. However, both the batters have the capability to score boundaries and over boundaries. Either it's front square of the wicket or behind square. Oh, too far away. And you need to bowl an extra delivery. Extra runs, first extra as well from Eastern Bank PLC. Short third, point, cover point, extra cover, mid off, mid on, square leg. Oh, just a step down from the wickets. Ambitious appeal from the wicket keeper. Good delivery from Pabon. Excellent delivery. Didn't give any space to the batter. Actually, he followed the batter when the batter just came out from the wicket, and then he delivered that full-length delivery, and that looked like a yorker for the batter, Didar Imran. Oh, shot! Excellent shot, but fielder was there. Oh! Just fallen safely, and it's not an easy job for a fielder to take the catch running to his back. It's the end of the over. 5 gone. 1 gone. 5 for none. Let's welcome in the com box Mr. Pranthar Das Onoy. Good morning, Pranthar.
Yes, good morning to you and good morning to all our viewers who are watching this Platinum Cup 2025 organized by Leo Entertainment Sports Management and the Fusion Sports. The very important match which I mentioned during the toss time. It's MTB 5 without a loss after the first over. Prakash Paul with the ball in hand in this over. Starts well, just outside off. No hint of movement so much in this match. It's a bright sunny day here at ULEP campus, where you can find greeneries and greeneries everywhere. It's a gentle breeze going on, and during the toss, Mr. Naim, the EBL captain, clearly mentioned about the moisture in the wicket. They would like to utilize it very well. They would like to bowl disciplined. That's a beautifully played, gorgeous shot by Didar Imran. Picks it up well, flick of the wrist, and just through to that boundary line towards deep mid wicket.
Wasn't a full swing of the bat. Let's have a look. Half swing of the bat, and that actually did the trick for the batter to score a boundary, and first boundary as well of this innings.
Yeah, capitalized the pace of Prakash. It was pacey, it was coming on to him very nicely. Another skyer. It's going high and handsome, but just before the fence it got a bounce. Another boundary, 2 in a row for Didar Imran.
Excellent over is going on for MTB. Just shaping away from the right-handed batter. At that very last moment, he hit it, opens the face of the bat, and executed really very well. Excellent boundary.
Yeah, width given by Prakash Paul. It was way outside off. It was in the arc of Didar Imran. In a blazing form, Didar tries that lofted pull, going for a ride. Couple of runs for Didar Imran, I guess. Yes. So he is just carrying forward his groove, his rhythm from the last matches. In a blazing touch, scoring runs for his team.
"11 runs so far. Just 4 deliveries have been bowled by Prakash Paul. Expensive over so far."
Nicely bowled, in a good shape, a bit mixed up with pace. Kind of a full toss, but it landed through a dead Yorker.
Absolutely. So that's a deadly Yorker from Prakash Paul, and didn't generate enough pace on it as well. But still, that was very risky.
Last ball of the over. Bowls it well, Prakash Paul. A costly over comes to an end. It's 16 without a loss after 2. Here is the standing of this Platinum Cup 2025. You've just seen Mutual Trust Bank is on the top. EBL as well in a comfortable zone. So EBL would like to win this match to get onto the top of the table. It won't be an easy task. Brilliantly executed. That's a gorgeous looking cover drive. Another boundary. Shaun Khandekar joins the party.
Got into his arc outside of the off and then firmly driven through the offside, though it didn't came from the middle part of the bat, but boundary comes for Mutual Trust Bank.
Using the gaps very well, both the batters. And MTB has got the flying start within the power play. Rabbi Tariq picks it up well again. Shaun Khandekar. Oh my beauty. It's another boundary. They are dealing with a pair of boundaries in every over.
Exactly. In the previous over, we have seen the same thing. Consecutive boundaries for Mutual Trust Bank. And now, in this over as well, Shaun Khandekar is taking charge on Rabbi Tariq. Excellent shot. Just a bit shuffled across the line. And then he used that pace to score that boundary.
Nice pickup shot. I must admire. Again, top edge now this time. Someone underneath it. Yes, it is. And the catch has been taken. The first blood rushed into the scoreboard of MTB. Rabbi Tariq with the golden delivery. First one down for MTB. Shaun Khandekar going back to the pavilion after scoring those 10 flashy runs.
Exactly the same thing he tried in this delivery. Bit shuffled and tried to drag the ball into the onside, but bit of a outswing sent it away into the short third. That's where he failed to hit another boundary. Just finds the outside part of the bat. That was a top edge and straight to the fielder. Excellent delivery. But actually the bowler Rabbi Tariq, he read the batter on that occasion. That's why he bowled bit outside of the off stump. The boundary before this wicket, he bowled a bit leg side-ish delivery. This time bit outside delivery did the trick for Rabbi Tariq. Excellent presence of mind, game sense Rabbi Tariq has. New batter comes in, Shariful Shoykot, and he knows the game situation. He knows the game situation, how to play. Shariful Shoykot, he's just searching the gaps as well. Did have a look behind square.
Again, just a bit height of the ball. Didar Imran not trying to push so hard with the bat, just capitalizing the pace of the bowlers. Punches it so firmly for having a run through those gaps. As I was pointing out, he has been using those gaps very well.
Oh, not a good delivery. Straight, and fielder was there running towards, but boundary, over boundary in fact, for Mutual Trust Bank.
Bouncer, width was there, but it was the challenge for the batter to play well, to play it perfectly with that uppercut. Look at that, stand tall, a bit of jump in the Caribbean style, and after that just cleared that deep point region for a 6. It could have been a flatter one, but for that height, it just got the elevation through the wings. Way outside off, losing his mark, Rabbi Tariq. Pressure, nervousness, everything just hold up on Rabbi Tariq.
Very eventful over so far. 2 boundaries, 1 wicket, single, over boundary, and then extra.
Just a no ball left in this over to
Exactly.
complete that course of drama.
Exactly, no ball and a couple as well, you can say. This time just defended and a single taken very easily. Another expensive over comes to an end. Mutual Trust Bank 33 for 1 after 3.
Spin been introduced. Afsarul, the most informed bowlers of EBL, comes to slow down this innings a bit. Onto the pads directly on action. But MTB hasn't been stopped by those padded up deliveries, and they keep taking those singles and doubles so easily. They have used the power play so far very well, playing some skyer shots, piercing through the gaps very well. Flatter, straighter from Afsarul. And Rosal, I think you are also noticing that the pitch offers a healthy atmosphere for the batters, because they are having a good strike in this pitch. They are having fun to strike big. And look at that, going onto the back foot, playing their shots, and another cheeky single. So this pitch definitely so far calling for the batters.
Yeah, absolutely. After the first week, we're seeing that the wicket is gradually looking very good for the batters. So now the batters get the actual and true bounce here in this wicket that helps batters scoring big runs here in this wicket, which is very positive for the batters. This time no turn on that occasion, and making the batter to defend that. Good delivery from Afsarul Afroz. Pretty rhythmical. First one single then dot, then single then dot. Oh, this time finds the outside part of the bat. Oh, run out chance was there. Everything happened in this delivery, but not a good throw from Sabit from backward point. Just 3 runs so far in this over.
So Afsarul came for this. Has been slowing down a bit this innings, but so far MTB scoring above 8 or 9 per overs. so far. Clears the front leg for another single through to that wideish long off. Single to finish, 4 gone, 37 for 1 MTB.
Shaukat Ali, new bowler, comes in. They're trying to get the wickets of Shariful Shoykot and Didar Imran, especially Didar Imran. He's well set. Leg break bowler. Oh, straight to the fielder there. Gone. There was a very floppy delivery. And Shariful Shoykot, he has fallen the trap.
Yes, another untimely wicket for MTB. Shariful Shoykot going after the score of 3 of 5.
New batter comes in, Firoz Mahmood, 57 matches, averaging 40.07. Shariful Shoykot, and he even wouldn't believe it that he is gone.
And here's the wicket. It was flighted, just low full toss down to the pads. Oh, it's unfortunate to get it straight down there at the backward square leg fielder. Very unfortunate wicket for MTB. It was there to be hit. The shot was there, but the fielder placement was accurate by EBL. A very cunning side with a mindful captain, Naim Hussain, absolutely boosting up their spirit a bit from here. And yes, they have brought the slip fielder, which is very obvious. They would like to attack Firoz Mahmood, the new man. Again, it's kind of low full toss, but not this time. Grounded and just pushing through that fine leg to deep backward square leg side for a boundary.
Yeah, not a good delivery, and also the wicket delivery. This time, batsman just not giving away the opportunity of scoring a boundary. Excellent shot. Just uses that pace and directed behind square of the wicket. Keeping it low and a single taking, keeping the ball into the hands of the skipper Hussaini.
Yes, there's a certain pattern for MTB. Their batters not giving away playing shots even after losing those 2 wickets. The pitch proves to be a good one so far for batting, and against a leg spinner you might feel the hit to go big, but at the same time you need to be very watchful to play your shots, and from that zone I guess MTB needs to adjust this moment a bit. that who's gonna charge, who's gonna take those singles, doubles. So this is very important, and they need to carry on their pattern of scoring at least a boundary in every over, boundary and over boundary, with those singles and doubles. It's Upish, going down to the fence with one bounce for a boundary. Didar Imran showing his class and showing his class of scoring runs.
Yeah, when you bowl a loosener and a fuller delivery, the batsman just won't give you away from scoring boundaries and over boundaries. Oh, this time just to put the pressure into the deck, but that was a half tracker. Played it really very well, cleared just extra cover, and boundary in the very last delivery. Not a good delivery.
It was way outside off. It was there to be cut, and he ensured that he will cut it so nice to get past that boundary line. 50 brings up by MTV. Here is the batting card so far. Didar Imran 30 of 17. Firoz Mahmood just comes in with those 50 odd runs, with the loss of 2 wickets within the first power play. Still there's 1 over left before the power play ends. Five overs, 50 runs. You can do the math so easily. 10 runs coming per over. Projected score 200. So if they can maintain this, if you can maintain this run rate, you can definitely score around 170, 180 so easily from here. Lots of batting to come for MTV. They have their captain left for batting, Shahabuddin Rana, and alongside some finishers. NMS Sadi for the first time, a left-hand orthodox for these 2 right-handers. First ball costed only a single. And I was talking about the pattern, Rosal. They are taking those singles, doubles so easily in between those boundaries and over boundaries. So that's been a key for them. Like their batting pattern, they will find any zone, any space for scoring those boundaries. Again, it was a hustle for the bowler to stop that ball, but it was eventually a good stop.
Why not, Pranthar? When you bowl a loosener, so batter will give you punishment. That's what happening here. Actually, they are dealing with the boundaries with those looseners, and also respecting the good deliveries, which is a character of a good batter. Didar Imran, he's on strike. Oh, just defended with the front foot.
Yes, Afsarul bowling a pretty well line and length. So far the most economical bowlers for EBL. I can look at that flatter, straighter. He has been using the angle very well, not letting the batters to open their arms to play shots. Bowling so tight, maintaining a good channel. So for the lack of rooms, the batters just can't play the shots and the same thing happen again. 3 dot balls. It's a very rare in this inning so far.
Excellent delivery. Just a quicker through the air and also pitched outside of the off, turning back to the right-handed batter. Excellent delivery once again. This time, bit far from the off stump and then didn't give enough space to the batter to defend that as well. 6 gone, 51 for 2. After the power play, Mutual Trust Bank 51 for 2. They have a good total on the board, though lost 2 wickets. Sadi comes in. He's bowling from the same end. First delivery outside of the off, and the batsman just left to the delivery.
NMS Sadi, another change in bowling by EBL. So that portrays EBL just feeling the hit of runs. Though the heat has come down a bit, you can find the prediction of rains in weather prediction, but hope so that we won't be facing that much rain. Just outside off, Firoz Mahmood tried that cut. It's a missed cut from him, so we would not like to miss this match cause of rain, but definitely it just low down the hit a bit. So Firoz Mahmood hits it well this time to beat the fielder at the sweeper cover. So that was the hit to beat by Firoz Mahmood for a boundary.
Just stepping out from the wickets, and then he cuts it really very well, beats the fielder into the boundary line. Boundaries are coming from Mutual Trust Bank. Scoreboard is ticking on for them. In every over, they hit a 1-4 at least.
Comes back well NMS Sadi, but again that pattern of having a single, but not this time. Firoz Mahmood, I think, stopped Didar Imran to complete that run, and it was a good call, a timely call.
Good comeback from Sadi. He bowled quite a few dot deliveries. Also considered a boundary. 2 balls to finish his first over. Short pitch delivery, pulls it, but couldn't time it well. Mohit in between mid-wicket and square leg. Fielded there. Just a single from this one.
Yes, a single this time. So you can see, even in this over, after the tight bowling of NMS Sadi, 5 runs come so easily for MTB, and this is a wicket to bat on. A straightener to finish the 7th. It's 56 for 2 MTB.
The captain himself into the attack. Naim Afroz Khan Hossaini. Exactly 8 runs per over for Mutual Trust Bank. Projected score says that 160 on the board after 20 overs with this run rate. Oh, slower delivery intended from the batter, that he would take a single from the very first delivery and give the strike to Didar Imran.
From here, they would like to score at least 150. They've got a very blistering start. Early start in the morning. Wide outside off again and clears that field for another boundary. I was just talking about 150, but I guess in this speed they will try to reach.
From Firoz Mahmood. This time just softly played into the onside for a single.
Change in pace by Naim. I think they are not doing the right thing of generating pace, so on, and for that reason I guess Naim Afroz went from those pacey deliveries to the slower one, and again the sun just lows down a bit. It's a very friendly condition for cricket again. It's change in pace. Oh, direct hit to the stump. Could have been a teasing one to see whether the batter reached to the crease on time, but definitely it was a relief for MTB. Look at the scores of Didar Imran, 35 of 25, and Firoz Mahmood, 13 of 10.
Oh, that's a good delivery. Off cutter from Naim Afroz Khan Hossaini.
Off cutter, and at the same time it was a bouncy a bit. It was a rising one, and that basically surprised the batter Didar Imran, that whether to play the shot square of the wicket or at the back of the wicket, and for that reason I guess it was too tricky to pick it up.
Last ball of the 8th over. Oh, good delivery. Just defended and takes a single to finish off the over after 8. 64 for 2.
Nicely bowled. NMS Sadi. Wide call by the umpire. Again, width offered. Plays it well. For another single now. MTB.
66 on the board after 8.1. Exactly over 8 runs per over for Mutual Trust Bank. Firoz Mahmood, he was on strike. Full length delivery and a pretty intentional single taken by Firoz. Didar Imran again goes back to the striking end. 37 of 28.
A good partnership going on between Didar Imran and Firoz Mahmood. Exactly 40 runs partnership between these two. 30 runs partnership, beg your pardon. Again pulls it well. Fielder is there, but he will just lose the race to the ball. Another boundary for Didar Imran. He is on song.
Adjusted very well. Just standing tall and pulls it very well. Would have been a hook if the bowler gives it a bit bouncer than the previous one. Didar into the 40s, 41 of 29. He will be eyeing for his 50. Oh, defended bat and pad close together. Good delivery, good comeback.
Yeah, I guess that's the mindset of the cricket circle of this country, that we are just looking to our individual 50s and 100s. But from the game of yesterday night, where Jemima Rodriguez played a brilliant innings, after that she was being interviewed, and on that interview she clearly mentioned that it was never was about the 50 or 100 of mine, instead of the victory of my team. So I guess this should be the enthusiasm of every single players down out there, to play for their teams, not for themselves all the time. Yes, individual milestones matter, but definitely that shouldn't be coming up above of your team. Oh, that's an awkward bounce from NMS Sadi. A very surprising one. Tucks it well for another single. Yes, it is. So 9 gone. It's 72 for 2 MTB. Brilliantly bowled by Naim Afroz. What a shape from him. It was coming inwards with the off cutter, little bit of swing. Very challenging delivery for the batter. Didar Imran to tuck it towards that leg side and having a single to start this over.
Naim Afroz Khan Hosseini continues. The captain. Oh, excellent delivery. Roll of the finger and just coming to the right-handed batter, pitching outside of the off. Good delivery.
And at the same time, it's a brilliant kind of fielding. It was so flashy. It was so quick. Keeps it low, Naim. 2 dot balls. And whenever MTB batters concede dot balls, they become a bit shaky. And that's when you need to strike with the ball. You need to have wickets. You can give dot balls so long, but you can't halt those boundaries and over boundaries if you can't get wickets down the track. Feeling the pressure. Again, another cheeky single. Direct hit. Could have been so exciting.
Still the single, which is very good for Mutual Trust Bank. But suddenly, Naim Afroz Khan Hosseini is bowling very well and restricting Mutual Trust Bank from scoring boundaries and over boundaries. Oh, down the leg. Extra bit of swing from Hosseini.
Here's wide given. Anything down to leg won't be given wide in the international cricket. Just got started with the law in the international cricket and the boys cricket facing that rules, not the female cricket so far. Pulls it away. It's Apesh. What a shot it was. It was a flatter one and it passed that deep mid wicket fielder.
After hitting this over boundary or just picking up that shot, even Didar Imran, he couldn't believe that he wouldn't be gone. Interesting thing. He thought he would be out on that occasion. Look at that. He was disappointed with himself, but just over the hands of the fielder into the deep square leg region for a 6. 49, Didar Imran. Last ball of the 10th over. Oh, look at that. Test fashion leave from Didar Imran. 10 gone. MTB 81 for 2. Let's have a look at the batting card of Mutual Trust Bank. Didar Imran, the top scorer so far, 49 of 35 deliveries, 6 fours and 2 sixes. On the other hand, flashy 10 of 6 from Shaun Khandokar, the captain. Firoz Mahmood, 15 of 14. He is just playing the anchoring role. Anchor role, rather.
And here is the points table. It's Mutual Trust Bank topping the table with 3 wins from the 3 matches they played so far. 2.7 the net run rate. Eastern Bank PLC on the other hand, 4 points, 2 wins from the 3 matches with a positive NRR. Citibank just after that, 1.6 NRR with those 4 points. Bragg Bank with 2 points and NCC Bank still a long way to find a way to get a point. জিজ্ঞেস করা হয়েছে নাম্বার 3 ব্যাট করতে আসছেন, ইট ওয়াজ সো চ্যালেঞ্জ ফর ইউ, ডেফিনেটলি কখনো আগে করেন নাই, সো হোয়াট ওয়াজ গোয়িং অন ইউর মাইন্ড? ইট ইজ নেভার বিন batting at number 3 or proving yourself that why you are not playing well in that number 3. It was only about playing for a country and win match for the country. So এটা হচ্ছে একটা মেন্টালিটি যে নাম্বারস ডাজন্ট ম্যাটার, আপনি কোথায় নামতেছেন এটা ম্যাটার না, কারণ এট দ্য সেম টাইম আপনি একটা দলে আপনি যদি 4 নম্বরে নামেন, ইভেনচুয়ালি আপনার টপ অর্ডার যদি প্রথম 5 ওভারে নাই হয়ে যায়, আপনাকে অ্যাজ আ ওপেনার অথবা অন নাম্বার 3 ব্যাটার শুরু করতে হবে। ইট ডাজন্ট ম্যাটার। সো ওই যে আমরা বলি যে অমুক প্লেয়াররা তো অমুক জায়গায় খেলায় নষ্ট করছে, ইট ডাজন্ট অ্যাবাউট মানে রুইনিং দ্য প্লেয়ার। আজকে তো আবার T20 আছে অস্ট্রেলিয়া। NCC Ali ne je to over 90 plus pressure as the Australia 5 over target पे देगा से মজা শোনা হলো। क्या खिरे अरे টিকের তো টুর্নামেন্ট শুরু হচ্ছে, ও কইলো খেলবে না। আমি এবার টিকেরে বলছি 4000 ছাড়া পিকেএসপিতে করলে 4 নিচে যাবো, তাও আবার 2 4 ছাড়া কি এখানে মনে হয় না। আমি যে আলিফকেও বলছি যে ভাই ঢাকার ভিতরে হলে 3 নিচে নামবা না, ঢাকার বাইরে এরকম পিকেএসপি করলে 4 নিচে না দিলে করবই না, এমন তো না যে করতেই হবে। After a drinks break, we are welcoming you again in this Platinum Cup 2025, organized by Leo Entertainment Sports Management and Fusion Sports. ABL winning the toss, bowling first, so MTB has been invited to bat first and having that privilege of scoring runs in this batting friendly wicket so far. At the halfway of this match, it's 81 on board and it will just move from there to 82 now after the first ball of the 11th. So they have got a start. They have got a genuine start where they can propel to the score of anything around 170 or at least 160. Shaukat Ali bowling well with that loopy leg spin. Another run. So 2 singles coming from those 2 deliveries of the 11th. Rosal having a good drinks break.
Yeah, definitely. And The wicket looks good, as we're talking about that in the first week after 10 overs, and the score looked like 37, 30, 35, and nearly about 40. So after 10 overs, now we're witnessing that 70 or 80 runs on the board, which is very positive for the batting side. Very good delivery. Genuine leg break from Shaukat Ali. Couple of dot deliveries. Beg your pardon. Dot delivery produced after conceding 3 singles. This time single taken from the offside. Steals a single very easily.
Just look at that score, 85, and look at the score in this over so far. 5 balls, 4 singles, 1 ball left so far in this over. So you never know that they won't get any boundaries and over boundaries. So if that happens in this over in the last ball, no, it's not gonna happen. Not a single though. But eventually it's a productive over for both the teams. MTV has got 4 singles and Shaukat Ali bowled a very decent over. It's 85 of 2 after 11. Drives it well. MTB has scored a lot of runs in the first power play, undoubtedly, and from there they have carried the momentum so well, near about 100 runs within 12th over. So they are on a good track, Rosal.
Absolutely. 86 runs on the board. Also 8 wickets in hand. Hammered it down the ground. But the ball was slowing down when pretty close to the boundary line. So just a single taken. Prakash Paul is bowling his second over. Didar Imran 52 of 39 delivers. Now he should be more aggressive, Pranthor.
Absolutely, just crossed the 50 runs mark. Brilliantly bowled. Prakash Paul, dead straight. It's kind of a low full toss, almost a Yorker. So all over it's a good cricket going on by both the teams. MTV not squeezing those opportunity of taking singles and doubles, though they are not getting those boundaries and over boundaries. It's upish, but just a bounce before the fielder. So that has been the story so far. They are not squeezing down their opportunities of having some doubles and singles, not getting the over boundaries or boundaries so easily for some times, but they are ensuring that they won't lag behind because of those. Again, a handy full toss, no rooms offered with that full toss, so another single. So at the same time, EBL just squeezing down those chances of conceding boundaries and over boundaries. So they are only giving away those singles and doubles, but a bit defensive approach from them of not trying for some wickets. That's a good delivery. It was a really good shape, just outside of corridor of uncertainty provided by Prakash Paul. It's 12 gone, 90 for 2.
Shaukat Ali continues. Oh, excellent delivery. Picked up very early. That's why he couldn't connect it. And could have been very risky for Tidar Imran to hit front square of the wicket into the V zone. Shaukat Ali in his 2 overs went for 17 runs. Also picked up 1 wicket. Oh, this time slogged it down on knee. Finds the fielder into the deep. Mohit there. Single taken by Didar Imran. Firoz Mahmood back on strike. 19 of 20 deliveries. I think Firoz Mahmood should break the shackles this time, because only 7.4 overs left to finish out the first innings. 92 runs on the board. Also 8 wickets in hand. So they have that luxury to hit boundaries and over boundaries, accelerate their strikes. And turning away from the right-handed batter. Played with the turn. Picked up a single from long off region. Quite a few singles taken by Mutual Trust Bank. Oh, this time good delivery. Forcing the batter to defend.
Another fruitful over for both the teams. 3 singles been taken by MTB, and at the other time they would like to go big, but they are feeling that ease of taking those singles and doubles only. And Shaukat Ali, oh, another direct hit. So I guess we have seen 4 to 5 direct hits on this day. And yet another overs done and dusted. 13 gone, 94 for 2, MTB. Apesh, just a bounce before the fielder. So boundaries are rare to be seen for last few overs for MTB. I think they are getting tired in this hit, but this time it's a good thing, not that much sunshine, so they would like to capitalize this atmosphere. So another single, so they are dealing with singles and doubles for some time. It's not that much bad, but at least you need to score a boundary to accelerate this current rate. And look at the projected score, it just got down a bit to 140 to 140 plus. Tries that big shot, and here is the big shot. Finally comes in. That's a 6 by Firoz Mahmood.
100 up as well from MTB. 102 for 2. As you were talking about the run rate, Prantor, after 10 it was 8.10 and now 7.56. Just before hitting that 6, it was like 7.08.
Yes, it's a matter of only one delivery, one or two deliveries, and you can see the difference. 100 up for MTB, and look at the shot. It was there to be hit on the slot, clears the front foot very well and hits out of the park with that straightish drive, and the ball had a good fly.
Absolutely, but I'm a bit surprised. The bat's face was like in lakeside direction, but still he finds a 6. My goodness, into the offside. Oh, this time just hanging the bat in the air and tried to clear infield. And short third takes a very good catch, completed a very good catch.
It was a tiring shot from Firoz Mahmood. It is clearly seen that how much they are coaching under the sunshine, and immediately after that big shot he just felt a bit tired with the same kind of shot. But you need to praise the big Firoz Mahmood, going back to the pavilion after 28 from 25. GM Ronnie, the experience of 100 plus matches in corporate cricket, and look at that, the pumped up team enthusiasm in the field by EBL. After having that wicket, they will definitely feel that they can come forward in this match also. And look at that ball, tried that inside out, but it was a kind of uppish and straight towards the man at backward point to take a nice catch. It was an eyeful one. He took a good balance of his body.
Basically, he just wanted to use that pace to clear that infield to score a boundary, but he failed to do that because the pace wasn't enough on the delivery. Excellent piece of bowling from Prakash Paul, no doubt about that. Oh, just shuffled across the line to cut that ball, but excellent delivery, back of length from Prakash Paul, and too wide as well.
So now this is the time to paddle up, to gear up this innings a bit. Pulls it well, but not much convincingly. Just a bounce. Didar Imran 57 from 45, so he needs to take the charge. 14 gone, 103 for 3.
Shahabuddin Rana is ready with his bat, just a shadowing, and he will be on strike. He will be on the crease after 4th wicket. That is gaseable. Didar Imran 57 of 45. GM Imran Hossain Roni, another hard hitter batter into the crease. Afzarul Afroz bowled very well in his first appeal from his very first delivery of his 3rd over, though going down the leg. Good start of the over from Afzarul Afroz.
Very close bodyline bowling from Afzarul. Just a flick of the wrist. GM Imran Hossain Roni not trying to overhit the ball, but Didar Imran needs to fire up a bit. He started very well, but I guess the pressure binds him a bit now, concentrating on those singles and doubles. I think he's waiting for the pacers to come in to utilize the pace of the bowlers and negotiating the spinners with those singles and doubles only. So that must be the strategy of his batting. Afzarul, on the other hand, what a spell going on by him. Afzarul Afroz, only 7 runs given. Fans, it's a boundary. With that cheeky scoop, I guess we just saw a Jemima on the field by GM Imran Hossain, just like the way she scooped it yesterday night. Dancing down the track, misses everything. The batter, the keeper's gloves and the wickets, and just got past to the straight back for a boundary.
Pretty miserable, and that was poor fielding by the wicket keeper SM Joy. Should have been stopped at least. Missed by everyone on that occasion, and 4 by. Important runs for Mutual Trust Bank, and there was an opportunity for Eastern Bank PLC to pick up another wicket of MTB, but they completely lost it.
Another single to finish things off. A bit expensive for Afzarul with those 2 boundaries. It's a 114 for 3 after 15 MTB. MTV on a verge of scoring at least 150 to 160. 114 for 3. With that current rate of 7.6, they should score at least 160 from here. And during the toss, Shahabuddin Rana definitely mentioned about that score. 7 wickets in hand. So it is very much obvious for them to go for some big shots. Now the pacer back in the action. It's Naeem, the captain. And yes, he starts with that off drive with only a single though. But yes, after coming back for another spell, Naeem just started his spell with that pacey delivery. Just was as full as GM Imran Hossain expected, but just couldn't get hold of that for a boundary. Only a single to rotate the strike and give it back to Didar Imran, as Didar would definitely like to capitalize his comfort zone against the pacers, and Naeem Afroz should be the one to target. Slower, drives it so well and fields it so well eventually. Good cricket going on everywhere.
That was dropped into the extra cover. Another opportunity goes down for Eastern Bank PLC. Didar Imran. Oh, this time tried to clear the infield. Bit straightish. Straight to the fielder into the long off region for a single. As I'm talking about that, Didar Imran, he needs to shift his gear, because after scoring 50 runs, he's bit slowing down of scoring boundaries and over boundaries.
Good mix up with the pace by Naeem Afroz. And for that mixing up of pace, I guess both the batters feeling the difficulties to strike it big. What an over so far. 4 singles. Naeem Afroz coming with that pacey delivery and gradually decreasing up his pace. Dancing down the track, just a walk-in shot. Let's just a walk and give it a fly to the ball for a 6.
What a shot that is. You hardly see this kind of shot, this kind of 6. GM Imran Hossain Ronnie just walked out from the wickets and timed it really very well. Hits the toe end part of the bat and cleared deep extra cover for a 6. This time dot ball, good comeback from Naeem Afroz Khan Hossaini. 10 runs came from it after 16. MTB 124 for 3.
Afsarul with the ball in hand again for his last over, I guess. Single to start. So last couple of overs, Rosal, definitely a productive one for MTB. The target they would like to give in front of EBL, they're just closing in and in. Again coming down the track, going for a big shot. Single been taken, sloppy in the fielding. And another one, an overthrow. So everything is happening as mishaps for EBL. Oh, that's a nice juggling with the foot.
Savit today, he's not up to the mark in his fielding. and threw lots of times into the non-striking end and striking end as well, but couldn't hit the stump directly, and also sloppy in the field, misfields from him. Oh, bowled him! Cross-batted shot and straight through the gates. That's gone. And finally, they break the partnership between GM Imran Hossain Rani and Didar Imran.
It was a banger from Afsarul. Straight, dead straight with a pacey one. And there was no answer from the batter himself. Another one down for MTB, but they wouldn't mind because they would love to go big, bigger, biggest from here. They have wickets in hand. A perfectly set up platform for MTB. Didar Imran still down in the middle, and Shahabuddin Rana joins the party. Here's the ball, dead straight. It was coming in, and the batter just lost his balance a bit to play that pull shot. Uncontrolled shot attempted. So they are having a very few chances of taking wickets of MTB, and MTB on the other hand, they're having a good run with all their batters coming in.
Exactly. GM Imran Hossain Rani went very early. That's why he had to pay the price. And he was very hungry for runs. Oh, Shahabuddin Rana hammered it down the ground. Finds the fielder into the long on region. Picks up a single. GM Imran Hossain Rani went for 17 runs. Of 13 deliveries bowled by Afsarul Afroz. After 17, MTB 128 for 4.
Mithun Manhas, president. বণিক বার্তায় ছিল, তারপরে হচ্ছে খেলার পাতা তো ওনারই গান করা, তারপরে কিছু বিজনেস স্টুডেন্ট। হ্যাঁ আমার লাগে last 3 overs. It was dead straight again, but only a bounce before the fielder. So MTB batters will go big and will try to go big basically with those uppy shots, and that's very clear from here because 3 overs left, 18 balls and 1 down now, 17 balls left. So you need to score at least 30 odd runs or 30 plus runs from here to take the score to 160. Brilliantly bowled Rabbi Tariq onto the block hole outside off. Teased the batter, but Didar Imran missed the opportunity to go big.
Just 2.5 overs left, and Mutual Trust Bank, they need to score at least 150 to 60 if they want to post a challenging total. Oh, fielder diving to his left to take that catch, but couldn't get it. In the meantime, just a 1 run taken. I thought initially would be 2. Shahabuddin Rana is back on strike. Didar Imran, after scoring 50, he was struggling with the bat. Oh, shot! That's a very good slash through the offside and cleared the extra cover for a boundary.
It was a nice ride for the ball towards the boundary line. And Shahabuddin Rana, I just mentioned a while ago, he is yet to come to bat, and that's why I was talking about him clearing his front foot. Went on to a position to play that inside out from a block zone. Rabbi Tariq didn't do anything wrong, did everything he has got, but at the same time you have someone better standing in front of you to give you a competitive edge. Shuffling, and Rabbi Tariq comes back so well, bowling onto the block zone. I was just talking about not letting any room or any loose delivery, and that's the exact thing I was talking about. This bowling lineup, the EBL, they have scrambled Bragbank PLC in the first match for only 60 odd runs. They have just bundled out NCC Bank below 100. So everywhere their bowling clicked so well. And nevertheless in this match, but just leaked a few runs and easy runs to MTV. 18 gone. It's 136 for 4.
Rabbi Tariq, 3 overs, 30 for 1, exactly 10 runs per over he conceded. Shahabuddin Rana, he's on strike. Oh, looking for a biggie. Bigger pardon, Didar Imran, he's on strike. Looking for a biggie into the onside.
I think he's trying to overhit the ball. That's not needed at this moment. Didar Imran, you are well settled in. You are very much aware of the situation, of how this pitch is behaving. That's the shot. Straight pull. Catches the call, and here it is. Sabit finally takes a brilliant catch. A watchful one to get rid of Didar Imran. And what I was mentioning just a while ago, that Didar is just overhitting the ball, trying to do something different. And at that moment, he just shuffled in and tried to hit the ball out of the park. 5 down for MTB for 136. Didar Imran going back to the pavilion for 63 of 54.
Yeah, actually Didar, he was struggling with his bat. Ashaduzzaman Babu is the new batter. Strike rate, look at that. Held his strike rate 170 almost. I think Ashaduzzaman Babu, he needs to accelerate his strikes from the very beginning. Oh, high up in the air. And there is no fielder there. What a shot. That's a great timing.
Wrong, Rosal. There was a fielder who was just watching the ball, sailed away from him, and got out of the park with that slashy shot from Asaduজ্জামান Raihan. What an extraordinary stroke from him. Dancing down the track, tries to get adjusted with that awkward bounce. Hats off to Prakash Paul. Eventful over for him. Definitely a wicket in the second ball, and immediately after that a 6, and afterwards just got rid of those big shots from Asaduজ্জামান Raihan. Oh, under edge for only a single, I guess. Yes.
This time we went very early. That's why got the under edge. But no damage done. Last ball of the penultimate over from Prakash. Prakash just 2 runs given away. Bigger pardon, 7 runs. Oh, that's gone. Tried to defend that one. Shahabuddin Rana, and he failed to save his stumps. That's gone. Shahabuddin Rana bowled by Prakash Paul. Excellent delivery, right on the money.
I think he was in 2 minds, Shahabuddin Rana, whether to play that ball with a big shot or whether to defend it. It was a dead Yorker. It was a very narrow space to strike big. AKZ Shipon coming up. 19 gone, 143 for 6. And that's the wicket. Brilliantly bowled. I think played on. Yes, it is. Just got that inside edge of the bat.
Pabon started with a Yorker, looking for 2. Oh, that's a boundary in between the 2 fielders. They were chasing the ball, but finally couldn't stop it. Bit misunderstanding by these 2 fielders.
Very sloppy. You are in the last over of this match. It is the crucial one. So you would not like to leak runs from this type of mishaps by the fielders. It was a decent delivery by Rabbi Tarek, and here you can see that, and it was a very relaxed shot and a very casual approach by the fielders. Very unfortunate. Clears his front leg, pulls it away for a 6. The ball just gets a ride from the bat of Asaduজ্জামান Raihan.
As I was talking about Raihan's capability and also his role in this moment of the game, that he needs to accelerate his strikes. That's what he is doing. 150 up as well for Mutual Trust Bank. With the 6, 10 runs from the first 2. Oh, looking for a single. AKZ Shipon, he was almost into the half crease to take that single, but refused by Asaduজ্জামান.
A very funny one. AKZ Shipon thinking that he can go bigger than Asaduজ্জামান Raihan. So I guess he tries to get back onto the strike. Oh, brilliant deliveries. But eventually it costed an extra run. But definitely a brilliant one by Rabbi Tarek. The previous one also, it was into the block hole. No room for Asadujaman Raihan to hit it big, and this time it's kind of a photocopy delivery, but just outside of a bit more.
Yeah, lost his line after coming back and then giving an extra. Oh, look at that scoop. What a shot that is. He targeted that area, premeditated and executed perfectly. The timing was pretty well.
Oh, sweet. Oh, sweet. Timing, placement, everything. A premeditated shot. He showed Rabbi Tariq that what he is gonna do. Look at that. Onto his position early and utilized his position so well with the timing of the willow. Sweet sound for a boundary. Utilized the pace of Rabbi Tariq, so Rabbi Tariq might think about mixing up his pace a bit with the slower of cutter, rather going pacey. Yes, it is. Kind of roll of a finger. Low full toss. Oh, bottom edge of the bat. But that was enough for having a boundary. Another sloppy fielding by the ABL fielders.
You can do that at the very last moment of the innings. You have to save these kind of boundaries if you win the game. 162 on the board. And Shahabuddin Rana, he was looking for 170. Just 8 runs short so far. And single in the last delivery of 20th over. 163 for 6, Mutual Trust Bank. They managed to score with the run rate 8.15. Excellent from Mutual Trust Bank. And this is a challenging total here in this ground. No doubt about that. Asadujaman Raihan, he played a cameo innings, 26 of 9 deliveries. On the other hand, Ekazet Chipon didn't face any delivery. But Asadujaman Raihan played a great role so far.
And here's the batting card of Mutual Trust Bank PLC. Didar Imran, 63 with the top score from 54. And then the healthy contribution from Firoz Mahmood of 28 from 26 delivery. GM Ronnie, 17 of 13. And a cameo to remember Asadujaman Raihan Babu, 26 of 9. Taking MTB to a score of 163 for the loss of those 6 wickets in 20 overs.
3 wickets for Prakash Paul in his 4 overs, 32 runs, and he's the top bowler from the side. And 1 wicket each for Rabbi Tariq, Afzarul Afroz, and Shaukat Ali. The most expensive bowler, Rabbi Tariq, 50 runs in his 4 overs. And they managed to pick up 6 wickets of Mutual Trust Bank after 20 overs with 9 extras. So the target for Mutual Trust Bank, 164 in 20 overs. So we'll be back with the run chase of Eastern Bank PLC. 164 is the target. Till then, stay tuned, stay connected. Don't go anywhere.
An exciting run chase coming up on your way. 164, the target for Eastern Bank PLC. The EBL batters will eye on to chase this target to register their third win in this tournament, and it will be a teasing one for them because they are in the second place of this tournament, and the points table definitely will pose some challenge to them, because if they chase this down by 17.3 overs, they will go up to the number 1 position of the point table. So it will be a high chance for them to go straight to the final of this Platinum Cup 2025, organized by Leo Entertainment Sports Management and Fusion Sports. And on the other hand, MTB definitely will also eye on to restrict EBL before 164, surely, to cement their position in the points table, where they are right at this moment. The table topper, MTB, 3 out of 3. So it won't be an easy one for EBL to chase down this target. MTB has a formidable bowling lineup as well as the batting one. As you just witnessed, a brilliant batting display from the MTB batters. So a tight contest coming on your way. Prantor welcoming you all from the Combox alongside Mr. Rosal, who are relaxing a bit and is very much confident about MTB to defend this total. Aren't you, Rosal?
Rightly so. MTB, they have some quality bowlers to defend this total. 163. And AKZ Shipon, he has been the fantastic bowler so far from the side. And he will be looking for early wickets to put the pressure onto EBL, which is very much necessary for Mutual Trust Bank. AKZ Shipon, slow left arm orthodox and usually delivered arm delivery. So here's the bat uphill, going down the leg. Batter tried to push the ball front square, but missed the line. Dot ball to start of the innings. This time with the front foot, tried to take a single from inner circle.
AKZ Shipon, the most consistent bowler for MTB, starts off very well. Brilliant shape. Just outside off, not that much width given. He tries to square up the batters. Joy Zaman facing him. And look at that angle, Rosal. It's very nice, a good length. Not so much friendly one for Joy Zaman to hit big, and there's no room to defend.
As I was talking about AKZ Shipon, oh, he's a super bowler. That's a great delivery. Once again, batsman tried to sweep it, but missed it. 5 dot deliveries.
Brilliant start with the ball by AKZ Shipon, and Joy Zaman getting very defensive against him. Will he go big? No. Just a nudge to take the first run. So EBL ends up taking only this single in the first over. It would have been so numeric if MTB bowler Ekazet Shipon could get the first one for MTB. It would have been 1 for 1 after 1, but somehow Joy Zaman negotiated the over well and ends up taking that single without having any trouble. So one without loss for EBL at this moment. 163 runs required from here. From 114 deliveries, 19 overs left now. Flighted. Drives it so hard. But I guess the fielder is there. Yes, absolutely. Joy Zaman. Two runs for Joy Zaman. Got some weight for the first time from Shariful Alam. The first one was very tight from Ekazet Shipon, where Joy somehow struggled a bit. A very soft hand push and a run been taken. Sabit with another run. It's very quiet from EBL. Again a handy single.
Singles are coming for EBL, but they need boundaries as well in every over, I think so. When you were chasing inside edge, and fielder was chasing there to stop that boundary, but it crosses the rope. Yes, it is. 4 runs signaled by the umpire. Excellent. That was pretty fine, and finds the gap as well.
Unlucky from Shariful Alam. Starts off so well with only 2 runs from his first 3 deliveries, but somehow Joy Zaman managed that boundary. Pushing the batter onto his back very well. Shariful Alam just carrying that momentum, and look at that boundary. It was wide, it was there to be hit, but for that quickness of the ball, he couldn't time it so well and finished that cut. Oh, it was short, but keeps it low. It was short and kept it very low. Shariful Alam with another over. Done and dusted. 7 runs in this over, 2 gone, 8 without loss.
Ekazet Shipon, oh, once again tried to sweep it, and picks up a single. No, keeping the ball in the hands of a fielder, and then decided not to go for a single. Asking run rate is almost 9. Joy Jaman, he is on strike. 7 of 11 deliveries. Oh, got the elevation of time and beats the fielder, running towards the boundary line. Oh, that's a good fielding into the deep from AB. That's a great fielding. Just diving forward to save that boundary. At least he saved 2 runs.
Brilliant piece of fielding from MTB. They've started so well with the ball and at the same time in the field. Having a tough time, EBL. Front foot defense again. AKZ Shipon and Shoriful not letting the batters to free their arms. This is very important. Look at that in the previous over, that boundary. The previous ball, in fact. Again. AKZ Shipon giving a good flight to the ball. And Joy Zaman just trying to hold his wicket. Just walking off to his crease for a good big shot, but definitely AKZ Shipon again. Top-notch bowling, on point.
Yeah, absolutely. Quite a few dot deliveries in this over and a couple. Oh, once again flighted and making the batter to defend as well. Just 2 runs came from it. After 3, EBL 10 without loss.
Wicket to wicket, on point. No room for big shots yet for EBL batters. Only a single. 11 runs on board.
Shoriful Alam given away 7 runs in his first over. This is his second over. EVL need 153 runs to win the game. Off the back foot, punches the ball through the offside and try to take a single, but no run.
Spinners from both way, slowing down a bit this innings. Rightly so. MTB captain reading the pitch very well. Kind of a tiring wicket after that first innings. So they will capitalize this kind of slowness, a bit dampness of this wicket so well. The ball is ticking a bit before coming into the bat of the batters, and both the batters trying to execute those slow deliveries from their back foot every time. You just can't play spin like that.
3 dot deliveries on the trot, actually building pressure into the batting side. Oh, catch it is the call, just falling short to the fielder into the point. Single taken meanwhile.
It won't matter if you try to keep wickets in hand and eventually just not getting enough runs on board. So it will definitely a tiresome approach and a pressure one for your team. You need to score big, at least one or two boundaries and over boundaries to be scored somehow. First attempt to go big. Lofted a bit, but no runs eventually. Another productive over for MTB. Not a good one for EBL. 4 gone, 12 without loss. Dancing down the track. Inside edge. Almost a wicket there for AKZ Shipon. So Shahabuddin Rana continuing with his spinners, relying on themselves. Just 13 runs on board for EBL. A very test style soft hand push towards off will say everything about their run chase to you. Trying to keep wickets in hand. That's a good shot. Onto his back and cuts it so well. And finally has some rush of the bat from Sabit for a boundary. Lofted. It will definitely clear the on-field. And a boundary followed by another. 21 now EBL. It's a matter of 2 to 3 deliveries to change the complexion of this match. Of any T20 match. And this is not different from the others. Comes back so well. Finally AKZ Shipon targeted that off to middle stick. Another back foot cut, but just couldn't get past the fielder. At point 22 for no loss. EBL after 5.
Janatul Naim Loban. He has been introduced by the skipper for the first time with the slinging action. Got a bit extra height and just softly played through the offside for a single. Good boost up for EBL. Previous over they took 12 runs. Bigger pardon, 10 runs. In their first 4 they were 12 without loss. Now 23. Oh, played it just to try to clear the infield. There is a fielder into the deep point region. Single taken from there.
EBL running out of time. The required run rate above 9. Close about 10. Loban with that slinging action. Getting some extra bit of bounce. But yeah, that's the one bounce in this over signaled by the umpire. But it was a brilliant one. Facing a bit short batter in front of him. Short in height, so you will definitely tease him with that bouncer. But now Loban needs to go full a bit or in a good length. That's the one. A bit uppish. Just a bounce before the fielder, so he is just balancing his length so well and executing those good length from a very tight position to the batter, not letting anything wide. A slower one. Brilliant from Janatun Naim Loban. 2 singles, but for that he has just bowled those 3 dot deliveries in a row. Sabit 12 from 13. Joy Zaman 12 from 22. So this will definitely halt the EBL batters, the EBL team a lot. Final ball. Again a slower. Tries to go big and clears that infield for another boundary. 1 drop, 4 runs for Sabit to finish the 6th over. The final over of the power play ends well. 28 without loss EBL. .130 runs required now from 84 deliveries. EBL, it will be an uphill task for them, but not impossible in this format. Pacers started to come in. Loban conceded 6 runs in his first over. Not so big, but in the context of this match where EBL struggled a bit in the first 4 overs, now they are opening their arms. And now they are opening to play some big shots. We have seen a few from Sabit. So Joy Jaman would like to join the party. So he needs to join a bit early. You can't get late for overnight parties because you need to start right at this moment. 28 on board, 84 balls left. You need to establish a platform for your later part batters. Cesar may get the ball. The left-hander, Cesar with the ball. Oh, seized the ball away from the batter. Through that corridor of uncertainty, just not let the batter to free their arms. And Joy Zaman struggling a bit, as I mentioned. 12 from 23.
Good start from Cesar. And the EVL, their net run, their run rate is nearly half of asking run rate, which is not a good sign from EBL. They need to win the game at least. Oh, this time miscued. Should be taken. Yes, caught and bowled by Cesar. Joy Zaman, he has to depart. He has to go back to the heart.
It was never easy for Cesar. Bowling and then after that running so hard to take the catch with a proper balance. So he had to bowl and at the same time needed to complete the run with the ball in his hand. But he executed that so well. Joy Zaman, not a joyous ride for him in the middle. In the previous ball, he went up for the same shot but couldn't get it hold. But this time, he trapped just a bit of back of a length from Cesar. Tried to open his arm with that pull shot but eventually got caught. The skipper himself, Naeem Hossaini, with the experience of 76 corporate matches, with a brilliant strike rate of 136, had a good outing in the last match where EBL get past 200 runs mark against NCC. Was never easy batting in a tiring wicket as it was the second match, but now this is the perfect setup for Naeem Afroz to go big from here. Still is a good surface to bat on, I guess.
Absolutely. Cesar, you'll be looking for another wicket. Oh, this time couldn't play convincingly. Oh, a bit lazy approach from Sabit to get back on strike.
Attack is on because a slip fielder has been placed by Shahabuddin Rana. So he might have that conversation straight with his bowler Cesar that I will give you some opportunity to get your wicket, and Cesar has been bowling so well, especially in the first two balls. Just bowling right in front of that off stick, just a bit width, not that much. But now the slip fielder has been brought back onto the 30-yard circle, and again Cesar maintained a brilliant line and length just up of that off stump line. This has been so good so far for Cesar. What was that from Zabit? Kind of a sword play from him. It's very interesting, but eventually could not get past that boundary line. Kind of a delivery from Cesar, a bit of a cool one, cool and composed. In spite of that very surprising approach from Sabit, with that slashes and flashes with the bat, kind of sword play. Slip has been brought back again in the sleep position. Brilliantly bowled. Again outside off. It was a teasing length to drive it through cover, but eventually could not get to the middle of the bat. 7 gone, 30 for the loss of a wicket.
Tawhid Hassan Tushar is the new bowler. Sabit is on strike, cuts it, and straight to the fielder. That's gone. Even Sabit couldn't believe it. Oh, goodness me. That is very heartening. Disappointed with himself, Sabit.
Yes, must be. Took some time to settle in, and whenever he was trying to go big from here, trying to capitalize that innings, on that moment just lost his wicket. But what an execution from MTB captain and from the bowler himself. Adjusted his pace, his line so well according to the fielder, and Sabit just cut that straight to the fielder. EBL losing the second one.
Sabit, at that moment he was trying to just coming out from his shackles, and he's gone. Look at that, outside off. That was too wide, short as well, but looked like half-hearted shot from him. He was double-minded on that occasion. And MS Sadi, 96 matches, strike rate is moderate, 134. Naida Santushar, and he got his first wicket in the very first delivery of his spell in this innings. And the asking run rate is just climbing up, almost 10 and a half. 134 runs needed of 77 deliveries, owned to be an easy task for EBL if they will play like this.
Single for MS Sadi to get after the mark. Yes, absolutely, you are pointing right, Rosal, because in this style they won't get that momentum right to score a lot, and they need to score a lot to chase that 160 plus runs down. And I was talking about MTB's strong bowling lineup, and they are proving so right.
Sorry looking current run rate 4.23 They need to accelerate their strikes. They don't have to think about the wickets. On the other hand, they have to keep in mind that if they lose the game, then the equation will be very hard for them to go to the semi-final as well. That's why they are not taking any risks, and they are just thinking about the win from here on. Eastern Bank PLC, I think that would be ideal decision for them to just get over the line here in this match.
Yeah, but things are not friendly here for EBL. Naim Afroz pulls it so well, but not that much convincingly, for only a run. And you are pointing right, Rosal, because in this hostile condition, they need to get settled in a bit. They need to try those big shots at the same time, because the asking rate has been increasing ball by ball. 132 runs from 74 deliveries. The required rate 10.7, near about 11 per over. Pulls it away. Nice pull, and that was the thing I was talking about. Brilliantly placed for a boundary. One bounce into the fence. NMS Sadi showing some grit. Look at that shot. Cemented his back foot and then pulls the ball away from the fielders. Still MTB skipper relying on his close in field setup. Last ball outside off. Drives it so well for a single. But it's a good over to finish for EBL. 8 gone, 37 for 2.
Cesar, excellent over from him. In his first over, picked up a wicket and given away 2 runs. This time, slashed it through the offside. Oh, direct hit. Could have been interesting. And NMS Sadi was looking for a single, refused by the skipper, Naim Afroz Khan Hussaini. My goodness, a record run rate is almost 11. Cesar, again good start. Dot ball to start of the proceedings. This time, once again looking for a single. NMS Sadi is very keen to take the single, doesn't he?
He has to, Rosal, because 2 dot balls in a row, you need to decrease the pressure mounting around you. Had a brilliant shot in the previous over. So at the same time, he must have the pressure to go big like that. Pulls again. Misses out completely. And at the same time, I guess we have seen near about 10 plus direct hit, but none of them could kiss the stumps. So the ground fielding has been phenomenal from both the sides. But in this innings, seeing the ground catches, at the same time seeing the ground fieldings, the throws and the body language, and at the same time the backup fielding is so good. Again Upish falls in no man's land. Brilliant fielding. So their backup fielding with their regular ground fielding has been so good, MTB, that they will surely the contender to go straight to the final of this Platinum Cup 2025 arranged by Leo Entertainment Sports Management and Fusion Sports.
Quite a few dot deliveries from Cesar, and he's keeping pressure into the batting side. EBL PLC. Oh, just shaping away from the right-handed batter, and that was intended push from the batter Naim Hussaini, but he missed it on that occasion.
Absolutely, what an over turning out to be for Cesar. Just a single. Brilliant bowling so far. Last ball of the over. Top edge, couple of bounces before the fielder. So another tight over comes to an end. 2 runs in this over only, 9 gone, 39 for 2. Lofted straight, high up in the air, fielder there, and takes the catch. A brilliant catch. I was talking about the ground fielding just a while before, and they have been proving us right. Third one down for EBL, and that's the informed captain Naim Afroz.
Not a good shot. Should have been played over square leg. Naim Afroz Khan Hossaini went back for just scoring 3 runs from 7 deliveries. EBL, they're in big trouble. Just 39 runs on the board, and they lost their third. Talking about the ground fielding of Mutual Trust Bank has been exceptionally well, and also in catching, they're proving they're the best team of this tournament so far. Look at that. He played it into the mid-wicket region, and I have no idea this kind of back of length deliveries played into the mid-wicket region should have been played over square leg, I mentioned earlier. And that's the drinks break. We'll be back within few moments. Till then, don't go anywhere.
Huge appeal, huge appeal. The appeal is going on. They might have heard a sound, but that was so unsure. Nearly a wicket, nearly another one. Nahid Hassan Tushar bowls a jammer. 3 wickets down now for EBL. Just got a wicket a while ago, and look at that. The first ball. It was a length one, but the ball was just got past from the batters through that off stump line, and the batter had no clue whether he would like to go against it or not. Again, tapped it so well. Hard length. A half tracker. Pacey one from Tushar, given as a wide.
Wicket in the first ball once again from Nahid Hassan Tushar. The extra delivery. Have to bowl. Oh, this time kept it very low. And missed by the wicketkeeper as well. That causes extra run for MTB. Record run rate is almost 12, Pranthor.
It's getting tougher from here for EBL. 1, 2, 3 required now, but it's not a study of 1 to 3. It is lot tougher from that. But you needs to give a credit to the MTB bowlers. Again, an awkward bounce. Just lost his control, NMS Sadi. NMS Sadi starts off very well with that strong shot, strong pull towards the deep mid. with the boundary, but afterwards he just stacked himself in, especially after the loss of his captain at the other end. Onto the block hole, picks up so well, but not so well. Oh, that's a wicket. It was lofted, and eventually it got straight to the fielder's hand at deep mid. Fourth one down for EBL.
Yeah, NMS Sadi, he tried to go big, but well short in the boundary line. NMS Sadi went for 7 of just 9 deliveries. That was a short length delivery. Should have been out of the ground, but couldn't time it properly, and placement wasn't perfect on that occasion. That's why he had to pay the price. Look at that. That was into the slot, but misjudged by Sadi. And that's a good catch. Well taken by the fielder into the deep mid-wicket region. Eastern Bank PLC 41 for 4 after 10, exactly 40 runs behind than Mutual Trust Bank after 10 overs. At this stage, MTB were 81. 123 runs needed of 60 deliveries, over 12 runs per they need to score if they want to win the game. Eastern Bank PLC, very very tough task ahead of Eastern Bank PLC. Shariful Alam wicketless so far in his 2 overs, went for just 9 runs. Slow left arm orthodox on the leg side onto the pads, picked up a single. Said Imran, the new batter, comes in. Two new batters into the crease now. One brings 2. Let's see, will it work for MTB? There is a huge chance for MTB to get another wicket of EBL. Softly pushed into the onside for another single.
Things are getting tighter for EBL, but you need to give credit to the bowlers. Shariful Alam, AKZ Shipon started the proceedings, and afterwards Loban, including Loban, all the pace unit, the full unit, supported their spinners very well. Another dot. So While chasing 160 plus in 20 overs, you shouldn't get a lot dot balls. Picks it up so well, sweeps it well, just a bounce before the fence. Just a bounce, or has it cleared? Yes. Cleared the fence for a 6. 49 on board. They will be needing of those huge shots more often now from here. A gentle off drive for finishing this over with a single. 50 runs for EBL on board after 11. Loban comes in with his slinging action. Brilliant spell of bowling from him. On to his second over. Just 6 runs with a wicket. So his overs will definitely be kept for the later part of this innings. Nice change of spell of bowling for the bowlers by the skipper. That's a good shot. That's a very good shot from Rifat. Width offered, and he played it so well for a boundary. A refreshing one for EBL.
Excellent comeback from Jannatul Naim Lovan. And I mentioned earlier about EVL's strategy in this game. So they would definitely try to win the game at least. Oh, this time high up in the air. Fielder was there underneath the ball and completed a very good catch. That's gone. Another wicket goes down. Rifat, he is gone now after hitting a boundary, then a dot, and then he went for a big shot, was looking for a 6, but caught it long on.
It was a demand of the situation, Rosal. He needed to go big. After that boundary, he was boosted up with confidence, but that confidence could not result in a happy ending for him. Mohammad Mustaqin comes in the middle. EBL losing the track. Half of their batters just returned back to the pavilion, and that's the lofted shot from the batter. But look at the fielder. Another stand and still, cool and composed catch been taken by the fielder. Down there at long off, it's never been easy to take such catches. And even on that moment where your team is flying high and higher to cement that first position in the points table, it will be a 4 out of 4 for MTB. But at the other end, EBL must be eyeing to save this match a bit, to bat at least the full 20 overs, not getting all out, to boost their net run rate a bit, because keeping all the uncertainty of cricket aside, EBL can't get past this score, this target of 160 plus. That's another gorgeous bouncer. What a shape. Emmanuel Mustaqin had no clue that where he should be going for that big shot. So as I was mentioning, that EBL now needs to play a bit safe, needs to bat through the 20 overs, keeping wickets in hand to getting closer to the target of 160 plus. Slower cutter from Loban, but picks up so well by Emmanuel Mustaqin. Gets a boundary. So this sort of runs will definitely save their ass of getting down to 3 or 4 of this point table. Last ball remains of this 12th over. So let's see if they can just having a place in the top 2 position at least. If they can't get a win from here, having an edge, but I guess not. But brilliantly bowled by Loban. A dot to finish. Eventful one for Loban. 4 wicket wide and another 4 and another dot to finish. 12 gone, 59 for 5 EBL. Two slip fielders now for MTB. Rosal, you got that much tight in life in any situation?
That is very, very unusual. Hardly you can see 2 slip fielders in T20 cricket. Shorter version of cricket as well. And you can't see 2 slip fielders when a spin bowler is bowling in ODI cricket as well.
Yeah, we can announce it on mic. It should be the first time in T20 cricket. If it's not in international, but definitely in corporates. You are having 2 fielders, but not this time. A Nareen type hidden delivery from AKZ Shipon. So they are playing with the minds of the batters of EBL. They're bringing in slip fielders. AKZ Shipon bowling with a Nareen style hidden bowling.
And also Sikandar Raza.
Yes, of course. Again, creating that angle. A slight toppage. Yes, definitely. Sunil Nareen and Sikandar Raza, both the bowlers, bowling with that hidden arm, and you can look that. And it's a plumb. It's given. It will be definitely. At the time it hit to the bat, it hit to the pad of the batters. It was so obvious that the sweep will go wrong for the batter. 6 down for EBL now.
Great delivery from Shipon. It was Fuller and Said Imran. He was going for a slog sweep into the onside and goes for just a 1 run. And the ball could have been hit the stumps if there weren't pad. Look at that. That is a bold decision, good decision from the umpire. Excellent decision from the umpire. And another wicket goes down. Mohit comes in. Muhaiminul Islam Mohit. EBL, they're in real trouble. 61 for 6. Mohit, not a healthy strike rate, almost 99. Mutual Trust Bank, happy dugout there. And also in the field, they are very relaxed and refreshed right at the moment. They know that they will win the game because 103 runs needed of 43 deliveries. It is not easy for EBL to chase because 4 wickets in hand. EBL hasn't enough wickets in hand to get over the line, to hit firmly. Mohit and Imanul Mustaqin, 2 new batters, slip in place for Muhaiminul Islam Mohit. Swept it and takes a single from deep square leg region. That's the end of the over. 13 gone. 62 for 6.
आ जाएगा. Third and gone, 62 for 6 now. 102 runs required from here. And you have only 42 deliveries to get those 100 plus runs. I think things have got out of EBL's hand now at this moment. Shoriful Shoikot with his leg spin. Search of another wicket and search of another couple of wickets, I guess, for MTB to wrap up these things and this match. Men in yellow facing the red hot MTB and facing the hit so harshly. Quicker one, straight, up in the air, another one. 7th down for EBL. And in search of wicket, they have got the gateway of cementing their first position in the points table. MTB on song.
That was a half tracker and should have been punished. Should have been hit a 6 over square leg region. But Imanul Mustaqin failed to time that. There was cricket through the air. That's where he failed. New batter comes in, Afsarul Afroz. Look at that, he's a striker 188.16, though he played under 20 matches. Look at that. Oh, just hits the lower part of the bat. Missed timing. Get the job done for MTB. Shariful Shoikot picked up his first wicket in his very first over. Oh, inside edge. Could have been another wicket. Good bowling from Shariful Shoikot. Exactly 100 runs needed from 39 deliveries. Oh, once again, cricket through the air. And Shariful Shoikot, he's not letting any space to Mohit to score singles, doubles. Oh, that a wrong one from Mohit. And just one ball to finish of the over, 14th over. Quite a few dot deliveries, singles and a wicket so far in this over. Oh, batsman just first comes forward and then off the back foot, cuts it, keeping the ball in the hands of the fielder and takes a single. After 14, EBL 65 for 7. Oh, that's a quicker arm delivery from Shariful. 99 runs needed of 35 deliveries. Shariful Alam, bit expensive.
Yeah, I guess comparable to other bowlers, and considering the situation, I guess Shariful Alam doing also a great job getting the batter stuck in front of the wicket, not letting enough space, enough room to go big. And I guess for this reason it is so hard of getting out of this part. Look at that, wicket to wicket bowling, and the batter had nothing to do except defending those, and defending those with the straight bat, because he just can't get across the ball. Again a quicker, nearly a wicket, nearly a clean bowled, but somehow Afsarul Afroz having a chance of that single. So finally a single now. EBL 67 for 7. Lots of us thought about their winning start. Lofted straight as possible, and straight as possible to the fielder. Tonu was there at long off and takes a simple catch. It looks a bit easy, but not that much. It was a lot skyer. It was flying and flying, and it's supposed to get past that boundary line, but eventually landed into the hands of the fielder Mohammedul Islam, going back to the pavilion after scoring 4 runs of 8. EBL just has lost their way to the chase.
Let's have a look at the replay. That was too wide and full, but batter couldn't time it properly. That's why he had to pay the price. Caught it deep long off. Shariful Alam finally he gets a wicket. He was wicketless so far. This is his last over, last ball. Oh, here's the pad above the knee. That's the end of the over. 15 gone. EBL 67 for 8. Shariful Alam finished his 4 overs quota, given away 19 runs and took 1 wicket. Good spell from him. Shariful Shoikot on the other hand, 2 Sharifuls from 2 ends. Oh, just nearly to kiss the bat. Shariful Shoikot nearly getting a wicket. Look at that. Very sad dugout. Sorry looking dugout of EBL.
It should be. They will think about that and they will revisit this match of what went wrong. And as we were mentioning that this is the game they should be eyeing on to win and to cement their position in the points table. Lofted again. High in the air. Oh, after so long we have seen a missed opportunity. That was high also, and it should have been quite an easy job for the fielder, but just I think miscalculated the flight of the ball, and that also from that higher end. That's a good delivery. Shariful Shoikot playing with the mind of the batters. Absolutely a good one. .68 on board with 2 wickets left. Tailenders will definitely try to get the score at least near around 100. It will be an uphill task, as I was mentioning after the first innings, and that has been proving so right. Last ball of the over. Straight back to the bowler. A dot to finish. 69 for 8. EBL.
Asadujaman Raihan comes to bowl for the first time in this match. Prakash Paul. So the tailenders are exposed from Eastern Bank PLC. Prakash Paul and Afsarul Afroz, the two batters in the crease. Almost they are going to lose the match. 95 runs of 22 deliveries. It's almost impossible, Pranthar.
Yes, absolutely. Forgot about the runs required. Now looking at their batting card. 8 wickets down, just 2 wickets in hand. So from here, I guess the tailenders should try to bat the remaining overs. So if they can play out the 20 overs straight from here, that will be a boosted one. And look at that. These textbook style test shots would definitely help them. 4 dot deliveries in a row for Asadujaman Raihan. So he is having a ride with the ball. Finally a run. MTB on the other hand, they must be eyeing to finish things off a bit fast to boost their net run rate. They are 3 out of 3, so after this match they have no worry to finish things off at the table. They will remain at the top of the table. Lofted high. This should be another wicket. Yes, absolutely. No doubt about that. 9th one down for EBL. They are in a spot of bother, but MTB will smell that win. So near, so close for them.
Try to go big. Front score of the wickets. But that turn gets the outside part of the bat and straight to the fielder into the point region. Wicket to finish of the 17th over, 70 for 9.
Rabbi Tariq, the last man, walks in. It is now a one-way traffic for MTB. And the leg spin will be brought again. A fantastic all-around performance. Keeps it so low, Shariful Shoykot. An all-round performance, all-around performance also, with the ball, with the bat, and with the thinking from a captain's perspective. Shahabuddin Rana. So not only the cricketing part, but also the mental game, the mental part, the psychological advantage has been brought so nicely into this match by MTB to get a comprehensive win over EBL. Brilliantly bowled. What a delivery. A dream one for any leg spin. Straight but keeps it a bit slow.
Oh, this time going down the leg, glancing the ball behind square, and takes a single. .92 runs needed of 14 deliveries this time. Slogged it. Oh, goodness me. Almost into the comb box.
Rosal, do you have a helmet? We need that
No,
helmet.
I haven't.
We need that helmet. What a shot it was. I think that's the indication of getting the ball to your own teammates' dugout, that grab the ball and let's leave the field so early. Because EBL has to wait now for the other games. 18th done now, 78 for 9. So as I was talking about the chances, the possibilities, EBL has to wait a bit for others to finish the group league matches to end, where Bragbank PLC will take on NCC in the second match of the day. So if Bragbank PLC wins the match, then they have a chance to qualify in terms of net run rate, but that will be a tough one because NCC is not having a good time in this tournament. So Bragbank PLC need a win at first and then ensure that they will win big. And on the other hand, EBL will definitely try to finish things off till the 20th over. Bats full, and the net run rate will be an important one for both the teams. I'm talking about Bragbank PLC and EBL. Wide outside off.
Mutual Trust Bank. So they will win the match definitely, and they will be on top as well. Stays on top rather, and for the first time they are into the finals. Mutual Trust Bank. It's 4 wide, 4 wide down the leg.
Yes, absolutely. So we were in the calculation, Rosal, to conclude about the other parts. Oh, top edge. This should be a practice for Shahabuddin Rana. Is he there? Not, I guess, but doesn't matter. It's the end. It's the finishing line for EBL, who needs to wait a bit. Now EBL has 2 matches won by their term. At the same time, Citibank has won 2 matches from their 4, and now all eyes on Bragbank PLC. Bragbank PLC 3 matches, 1 win, 2 losses. So now all the waves are onto Bragbank PLC, whether they can get that desired win against NCC. But before that, Mutual Trust Bank won by 79 runs. It's a huge win for MTB. Doesn't bother about your net run rate, doesn't bother about your points, because MTB, the Mutual Trust Bank PLC, will directly go to the final of this Platinum Cup 2025, organized by Leo Entertainment Sports Management and Fusion Sports. So here's the batting card of a sorrowful batting card of Eastern Bank PLC, having no contributions, not healthy contributions. 12 runs each for Joy Zaman, the keeper, and from Rifat, and 17 runs, the top score, from Sabit. And except those, no batters could stand tall. Within 19th over, they got bundled out for 84 runs. with the bowling card. Look at the bowling card. All the bowlers having a fun. With 2 wickets each for Janatul Naim Loban and Nahid Hasan Tushar, and rest of the bowlers picked a wicket each with just 10 extras given, but they regularly got the wickets of the batters of EBL to bundle them out of 84 runs. A comprehensive victory for Mutual Trust Bank by 79 runs. We will be getting to Rosal Ahmed for the post-match presentation, but before that it's an official statement that Mutual Trust Bank won by 79 runs and will get to the final straight. And here's the points table to get sure. Mutual Trust Bank 8 points from their 4 matches, 4 wins straight for them. Citibank, Eastern Bank PLC, Bragg Bank all does have that 4 points each, except Bragg Bank. They have a match left, but the disadvantage for them is their net run rate minus 1.168. So they need to win, and they need to win big against NCC. So we'll be going straight to Rosal Ahmed for the post-match presentation.
তিনটে অপশন দেন, যে 200 দিয়ে দেন, 220 দেন, এর থেকে একটু কমে দিও দেন। এটা তো কোনো না, কমই থাক লাভ নেই। কত লাস্ট কোন 200 লাস্ট 200 দেখছি এক থেকে দিলে 19 এর মতো হবে না। 200 250 দিয়ে আমি তো 250 দিয়েছি, আর 220 দেন আর 250 দিয়ে দেন। কারণ টচের পরে তো আরেকটা ইয়ে আছে না, যে আপনারা এটা কি আগে ব্যাটিং এর আমি যদি 250 দিয়ে হয় এটা আগে ব্যাটিং আগে ফিল্ডিং দিয়ে।
আপনাদের সবাইকে স্বাগত জানাচ্ছি দ্য প্লাটিনাম কাপ 2025 ব্যাংকার স্পোর্টস ফেস্টিভ্যালের পোস্ট ম্যাচ প্রেজেন্টেশন সেরেমনিতে। আজকে ভালো একটা ম্যাচ হয়েছে মিউচুয়াল ট্রাস্ট ব্যাংক এবং ইস্টার্ন ব্যাংক পিএলসির মধ্যকার, এবং সেখানে 79 রানে জয় পেয়েছে মিউচুয়াল ট্রাস্ট ব্যাংক। প্রথমেই কংগ্রাচুলেট করতে চাই মিউচুয়াল ট্রাস্ট ব্যাংকে, এবং আজকে আমাদের পোস্ট ম্যাচ প্রেজেন্টেশন সেরেমনিতে উপস্থিত আছেন মিস্টার দীনেশ দাস, এবং তিনি হচ্ছেন ফিউশন স্পোর্টসের স্পোর্টস কোঅর্ডিনেটর। থ্যাংক ইউ ভেরি মাচ স্যার ফর বিং উইথ আস। নাও আই উড লাইক টু রিকোয়েস্ট টু কাম অন স্টেজ দ্য ম্যান অফ দ্য ম্যাচ। ম্যান অফ দ্য ম্যাচ আজকে হয়েছেন, আজকে একটা অনবদ্য ইনিংস খেলেছেন দিদার ইমরান। দিদার ইমরান, আপনি চলে আসবেন ম্যান অফ দ্য ম্যাচের অ্যাওয়ার্ডটি নেওয়ার জন্য মিস্টার দীনেশ দাস এর কাছ থেকে, স্পোর্টস কোঅর্ডিনেটর ফিউশন স্পোর্টস। কংগ্রাচুলেশনস ওয়ান্স এগেইন দিদার ইমরান। অসাধারণ একটি ইনিংস আপনি খেলেছেন আজকে, দারুণ একটা ইনিংস খেলেছেন, এবং উইকেটের কন্ডিশন যেটা ছিল সেটা ব্যাটিং ফ্রেন্ডলি কিছুটা মনে হয়েছে কিনা?
প্রথম দিকে আসলে উইকেট ভিজা থাকাতে একটু ইজি হয়েছে, টু বি অনেস্ট। আমাদের খুব সুন্দর ব্যাটে বল আসছিল, যখন আস্তে আস্তে উইকেটটা শুকোচ্ছিল তখন আস্তে আস্তে স্টিকি হচ্ছিল। পরবর্তীতে দেখেছেন আমাদের কিন্তু প্রথম 10 ওভারে যে আমরা একটা এক্সেলেট করেছিলাম, পরবর্তীতে কিন্তু এক্সপেক্টেড এক্সপ্লেশনটা কিন্তু পাইনি। তো আমার কাছে মনে হচ্ছে সকালের দিকে আসলে একটু ইজি ছিল ব্যাটিং করা।
এবং একটা পর্যায়ে দেখছিলাম যে গ্লাভস নিয়ে একটা ইস্যু তৈরি হয়েছিল, কিছুটা উত্তেজিত হয়ে গিয়েছিলেন। আমরা জেনারেলি জানি যে উত্তেজিত হয়ে গেলে পরে কিন্তু পারফরমেন্স বা যে কোনো কাজ আসলে ভালোভাবে করা যায় না, ঠিকভাবে ডিল করা যায় না, বাট আপনি কিন্তু বেশ ভালোভাবে জিনিসটা ডিল করেছেন, উত্তেজিত হয়ে যাওয়ার পরেও কিন্তু ভালো খেলেছেন।
আসলে আসলে ম্যাচের মধ্যে অনেক সময় হিট অফ দ্য মোমেন্টে কিছু হয়ে যায়, আমি আসলে করা উচিত হয়নি, আমি এটা বুঝতে পারছি, বাট আমি খেলাতে ফোকাস করেছিলাম, যে যা হয়েছে ওটা পরবর্তীতে সর্ট আউট করা যাবে।
থ্যাংক ইউ ভেরি মাচ অ্যান্ড বেস্ট অফ লাক ফর দ্য রেস্ট অফ দ্য ম্যাচেস অফ দিস টুর্নামেন্ট।
থ্যাংক ইউ স্যার।
সো পোস্ট ম্যাচ প্রেজেন্টেশন সেরেমনি থেকে এখানেই বিদায় নিচ্ছি। পরবর্তী ম্যাচ কিন্তু দুর্দান্ত একটি ম্যাচ, ব্র্যাক ব্যাংক এবং এনসিসি ব্যাংকের মধ্যকার ম্যাচ। ততক্ষণ পর্যন্ত আপনারা আমাদের সঙ্গেই থাকুন।
টার্গেট
Drag batting. Hey, drag batting.
NCC জিতলে NCC ব্যাটিং এখন তো নামাজে
Before heading towards the second match of the day, here's the highlights of the Mutual Trust Bank won over EBL, and that's a comprehensive win over EBL by Mutual Trust Bank of 79 runs. Here's the highlights. Some brilliantly played boundaries all over the park with their pickup shots, with their drives everywhere. They were top notch and was too good for EBL. And here's the loosener from the bowler, but has got the first wicket down with that loosener. And aside of that, it was a stormy innings from the Mutual Trust Bank batters. With some brilliant shots down the park, and here is the pull shot. Everywhere at the ground, they were dominating the EBL bowlers. Some good groundwork, and they kept playing those big shots every time. Right, Rosal?
Yeah, absolutely. So Mutual Trust Bank, they played really very well, no doubt about their 79 runs victory, and they will be very very boosted in the final match, and 3 teams will be qualified for the qualifier round. You know, one eliminator game and qualifier will be played, so everyone is looking for the second and third spot, second spot especially because the team placed in second, they will wait for the eliminator match. So eliminators winner will play against the second positioning team to play the qualifier once again. So that is the second, you can say, semi-final of this tournament, the Platinum Cup 2025.
Absolutely. And EBL will definitely face the hit. They started a bit shaky in the run chase. I think they were bothering about having a place in the top 2, or at least at the top position. But for doing that, they were eventually having a dent onto their run chase innings. Some good shots, but there's the pickup shot, and some good groundwork, definitely. Some good catches, definitely. Some brilliant spell of bowling. They tried so hard with some big shots, but those weren't enough for them to place a competitive match to MTB. Some quick shot drives, and that's the hidden delivery from Eskazet Shibon, and that's the plumb one. It was the fastest finger gone, I guess, for any umpire, and that's a short one. A good catch, and that also A catch, I guess. Yes, it is. Team them down, and very few missed chance, I guess. Not so much, I guess 1 or 2 from MTB fielders. And here's the last one. It was a practice for MTB fielder to wrap things up for EBL and winning this match by 79 runs. MTB straight going to the final of this Platinum Cup. With the second match, we will be coming back shortly.